so many aggressive guards. I wonder what they are guarding here.
And I wonder what this high-tech fortress is good for.
Oh my god, look up. Or rather, down.
Now I know where we are. This is the Atlantean space station, just as Natla said. Tehokan.
You again. Didn't I tell you to get lost? Want me to repeat it?
Wait. We are friends of Qualopik and we can prove it. Qualopik fucking tits pussy mouth ass, you know.
Wow, Miss Archer. I never expected you to use words like these.
Nice try, but Latla could have taught you this phrase too.
See, I'm not trying to attack you. Now, could you please put that wand away?
Not so best.
What are those things?
Basically, they are just ghosts, with the exception that they have a solid body. They only disappear when they die.
Oh, does that mean it was not Siegfried's beams who caused the other ones we killed to disintegrate? I'm so disappointed now. Then that must mean it's probably still the old version of this gun. 43.158026 repeater 9.
Whatever.
Give up. Atlantean God Kings can spawn as many of them as they like. If you kill these two, I will just let new ones appear, so there's no sense in fighting.
Well, I already dropped my gun anyway, didn't I? Qualopik was right when he told us that Tehokan is not the brightest companion.
What? Qualopik said that.
Yes, and he was also offended because you expected him to meet him in a place under the sea where he can't go because the water would damage his body.
Now will you finally come to your senses, and at least listen to us for a minute, or do you want us to carry on with this silly little game?
It's going to crush us. What shall we do?
Don't look at me, you're the one with the ideas.
I'm not looking at you. I have difficulties to look anywhere at the moment with the ceiling closing in like this.
Maybe we'll wake up again once we're dead, or maybe not. But either way, it will be extremely painful.
Thanks for your encouraging words. Did you also tell that your wife when she was about to give birth to your two brats?
No, I wasn't even there. I had to.
That was a rhetorical question.
Claire, wake up.
Can you hear me? Finally. What was wrong with you two?
I learned the truth. That was wrong.
What are you going to do now?
They must be stopped. If my children don't back away from experimenting on their own family, they won't back away from anything. I'm glad we came back before I had to witness what became of me.
What became of you? Does that mean you were infected with one of those viruses?
We still haven't solved this mystery, Chris. It's clear now that Alfred and Alexia used their father to test the T. Veronica virus, which means he should be dead by now, or at least a monster. Yet he's standing right here, and still looks like in the year 1989. There is only one explanation for this.
And that may also explain why Wesker is back from the dead all of a sudden. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
There must be something wrong with the border between the world of the living and the world of the dead.
And that means Natla's death, or anybody's death so far, might not be permanent.
Alright, we're gonna talk. Ghosts, go away.
How cruel.
That's the downside of those ghost guards. Once summoned, you can't just make them disappear again. But as I said, I can't have as many of them as I wished.
Fortunately, Natla never hit on this idea while we were fighting her, unless those strange guys in the gorilla costumes were even more abnormal than we assumed.
That would be a clever way to save the money you'd have to spend on real human workers. She doesn't like humans anyway, I'm afraid.
So you're fighting against Latla.
Good morning. That's what we've been trying to tell you all the time.
But that other woman, how could she even look exactly like you?
Since you Atlanteans were able to build this space station and these telescopes you use to stalk the humans on Earth, I would expect your knowledge of technology to be broad enough to consider the possibility that Natla artificially created a doppelganger of me in order to confuse you.
Could you please speak in shorter sentences? You're asking too much of an old man like me.
To cut it short, Natla doesn't want you to help us. Because, if you helped us, she would be in trouble. So she set a trap for us, and for you. Was that understandable?
What a great trinity. One of them is easily offended, another one is stupid, and the third one is just evil.
Hey, I'm not evil.
I didn't say you are the evil one. What's this? A meteor shower.
Impossible. This space station has inbuilt sensors that should calculate and give warning of any possible meteor impacts hours before they happen. Unless the Earth is sending those meteors.
And how is that supposed to be more possible than an ordinary meteor shower?
The monstrous dildo. I know you destroyed it, but what if Natla or the doppelganger has survived and restored it while we were here?
Can't we stop that somehow?
No. Once the self-destruct system is activated, nothing can stop it. There are some rescue capsules scattered throughout the station, each big enough for 2 persons. Find one of them and get out of here, quickly. It's only a matter of minutes until this whole place will be completely destroyed.
What about you?
You must love this sentence, isn't it?
I must fight to save the Book of the Ancients and as many of the other invaluable treasures as I can. Wish me luck.
I'm really worried about Laura and Kate now. Where could they be?
Sorry I can't be more of a help, but the cave we visited is the only place of that kind I know of. There might be more, but the Antarctic is just too big to look for all of them.
We're worrying too much. Claire, you know the nature of our supernatural visions. They never got us into trouble so far, right? And since it was one of those visions that gave me the idea of that stone dais in the mirror, Kate and Laura must be alright.
But it doesn't change the fact that they're not with us right now. And it wouldn't feel right to leave this place without them.
No, keep out.
Was that a shot?
Maybe it's them.
But why would they shoot the reception lady? I mean, she's a bitch, dud. What did I tell you? It's Lara, and she hates Excella just as much as we all do.
No, it's the doppelganger Natla created of her, but she should be dead. And her skin looks like Alexia's in her other form.
Only the penis is missing.
My daughter doesn't have a penis.
Remember what we talked about in the cave? For whatever reason, death doesn't seem to be permanent anymore nowadays.
No time for talking. Her skin feels like acid, don't let her touch you.
Chris.
A branch? Did you just hit me with a branch?
Yes, Lauren. Don't you want to come and play fetch with me, like a good dog?
My name is not Lauren and I'm not a dog.
Claire. Damn, why did she do that?
To lure the freak away from you. She's just like you, Chris.
Now you're not that cool anymore, are you?
We'll see about that.
Get away from that liquid.
Are you okay?
You saved me again. How can I ever make up for that?
by promising that you'll never try to protect me again.
Believe me, there will be a time when I will save your ass from a great danger.
Fine, but till that time comes, leave the job to me please.
If the rescue capsules aren't in the room over there either, I have no idea anymore where they could be.
Do you see that? These small meteorites are actually coming from our planet.
That big dodo is active again. I told you.
Shepard says it's a vibrator.
Whatever it is, it will kill us if we don't hurry up.
They must be right.
To be honest, I don't even know how such a rescue capsule works.
No problem, I can fly anything that has an engine. Even if it's an Atlantean one.
Let's get the hell out of here! Wait for me!
I hope T-Ho can make it.
But you know the Earth is in the other direction, right?
Oops.
Miss Craft.